welcome on board all of you, and this is Ankita here from Education Street. So today's session is about profile building and studying abroad, because studying abroad has always been a very good aspect and opportunity for students from technology, and all of you, as I just got responses, are from technology and computer area. So this makes a perfect opportunity, which I'm sure you're aware of, but let's see how we can cater it in the best way. So being today's host, I would like to quickly introduce myself. I am also an IT engineer. So saying this, as I'm an IT engineer, I know most of the drill which we all go through. And one thing which I learned from my engineering days is that I could utilize it way much better. But this is exactly, you learn in hindsight, you learn from your mistakes. So talking about my journey, I did my IT engineering from Mumbai, Swami Vivekanand, which is one of the very good school out here. Post that, I worked as a software engineer with Tech Mahindra for a year and a half. I worked on mainframes as technology. I was done with IT. I feel I was definitely something who was looking for a change, and I went and I gave my MBA. I gave my GMAT. I got recruited I got admission with University of Leeds in UK. While I was doing my MBA, I also happened to do diploma in counseling with UK Council there out. When I started my MBA, it was pure recession time, and hence it was a very scary thought whether I will get a job or not. I've invested so much and all that. However, what worked the best for me was working on my profile and engaging and making me myself more skillful. And hence profile building mentoring is what I offer my students, because even in recession, I happen to get one of the best job opportunity with British Petroleum in London. I had a very high profile job with very well paid interest. I enjoyed working in London for a year and a half, and post that I returned back in 2010 to India, and I started Education Street. So it's been 10 years I've been mentoring, guiding, and supporting students to go abroad and build their profile. So this was about me, and all the IT students out there, welcome. I'm very glad. It's a community in itself, and definitely you have a lot of opportunities to gauge for yourself. So let's see what is today's agenda. As I said, I'm going to keep it very crisp and very informative. I'll go on the agenda which I've planned for you guys. So what are the popular study destinations that we are going to talk? So I'm going to cover 4 destinations, which I'm going to uncover in my next slides. Of course, there are more countries. I cannot cater to all of them right now, but 4 should be good enough as a starting point. Cost of education for these destinations. What are the entrance tests required if we are looking out to go abroad? Application procedure and profile building. Okay, so this is how I'm going to engage, and I'm going to talk to you about the entire PowerPoint today. Now coming next. Okay, so education abroad, as I said, is going to be today's first topic. So US, UK, Canada, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, definitely all of them are some of the most popular destinations which you all must have heard about. Now, US, when it comes to technology students like you, ICT, CS, it's a mecca. It's the big daddy of all the countries, because technology courses, masters, is US has pioneered into it. Saying that, there's a legacy that follows in US when it comes to IT students, and we students from the past, our IT students, have formed a very good name for everybody, and the employers have no doubt in hiring Indian students. And that's why US could be one of the most popular destination that you can target for. UK, Canada, Germany, again Australia and New Zealand. So I'm going to talk about the big daddy first, which is US. We all know how US is a land of opportunities. So let me give you a basic idea about what is required, what is the cost of education. In similar fashion, I'm going to cover the next 3 study destinations so that you can compare what is given in each of the destination. When it comes to ICT computer science students, guys, let me tell you, there are ample of master's opportunities. There's masters in computer science, there's masters in information systems, there's masters in business analytics, there's masters in engineering management, there's masters in data science, artificial intelligence, uh, machine learning, deep learning. All are options which are available to you, where you can go completely into the coding aspect or still be in technology but not have coding, because I know as a lot of IT engineers completely don't want to go for a technical program, but you can still be in the technical area and do something which is more technological, which is more about managing technology. Okay, so these are wide variety of courses and master's degree which are available in US, which fall under STEM, that is science, technology, engineering and maths. So US has two intakes, January and September. January is called as a spring intake and September is called as a fall intake. So basically your September intake is the main intake. All the students who are in third year or your degrees or 4 year, okay, so you will have to basically start a year prior. So the deadlines are almost 8 to 10 months prior. So all the students who are in the last year, just to give you an example, you have to apply from this September to get an admission for next September. So if you're going to target September 23 as your starting point, you have to plan September 22 to apply to US. This is how all other students, first year, second year students, have to understand and plan accordingly. Okay, so the deadlines are way earlier and you have to plan your application that early. The duration of the masters are typically for 2 years. Okay, and the visa are basically given of 5 years. So when I apply for US, I get 2 year masters, but when I get for visa, I get a stamp of 5 years. 2 years plus 3 years of OPT. I get this 3 years of OPT only if I go for a STEM degree. Hence, going for programs under STEM alignment is very, very important, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. Okay, getting a PR definitely is very, very difficult. So if you want PR, then Canada is the country that you should target, or Australia, which I'm going to cover next. But saying that, you can stay in US for 10 years, 15 years by getting H1B. So H1B is your work visa that you have to apply post your student visa gets over, which is after 5 years. Okay, so this is how the visa status goes. The test required is GRE and TOEFL. GMAT is required for managerial programs. So all the students who are here, you will typically take up GRE in your second year or third year of your engineering or ICT or CS program. So you need to start with your GRE. GRE is valid for 5 years. So all second year and third year students, please keep in mind that you need to start your application and your test preparation as early as possible. Okay, so this is how it happens. Now the tuition costs range from 12 to 16 lakh rupees a year. Okay, so into two, and a living cost is 5 to 6 lakh rupees per year into two. So typically if you're looking out to go for US, your expenditure is going to be around 35 to 45 lakhs minimum. So this is what you need to keep in mind. It looks very, very daunting. It looks like a very big figure, but trust me guys, US is equally rewarding. When I say it is rewarding, it allows you huge amount of return of investment opportunities, and typically students return their money in 2 or 2.5 years. Okay, so this is really, really worthy enough to consider. The source of income is part-time. So basically every student is allowed to work part-time. Okay, so you all can work part-time and get your living costs recovered. Of course it is not available to all, but if you try hard, you can work part-time in US. So Education Street provides you complete knowledge and guidance about how to apply to US. It's a process which is very lengthy, and hence we start as early as possible. So any of you who is hearing me out and you really want to think and consider US as an opportunity, you need to start whichever year you are, because the more earlier you start, the better prepared you are, and the better opportunities to get a good admission from the US university and also get a very good scholarship. Okay, so this is how US Counseling at Education Street works. Meanwhile, while you're listening, you may also join us on our Instagram page, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, which is at Education Street. Okay, so that you can be in touch with us to get more information as and when you want. Now, moving further, study in Canada. A lovely destination, a very welcoming land, because we all want also, a lot of students also want permanent residency. So this is the country, it's a sister country to US and definitely a worthy country to try and for. For students from BTech, BE, CS, again, this is a land which will give you permanent residency and great job opportunities. Okay. Intake is same like US, January and September. The deadlines are 6 to 8 months prior. Again, you start a year prior. There are two kinds of institutes in Canada. Understand this. So basically, you have colleges and you have universities. Colleges provide you PG program. Universities provide you master's program. Okay. So colleges are basically for students who have lesser grades. So as you see, GRE is optional in Canada. Saying this, they look at your aggregate. Saying this, all semesters, from right from your first semester until your last. So all the students who are waiting, I will perform in my last year of my engineering or my BTech, doesn't work. If you're planning to go to Canada, if you're planning to go to US or any damn country, all of them are going to look at every semester. Hence, first year students, second year students, you still have time to better your aggregate. So please work, each semester is important. Unfortunately, a lot of students are not aware of this and they wonder they are going to perform in their final semester with full energy. But unfortunately, you're missing the boat. You're missing the opportunity because they want consistent academic excellence. They don't want you to perform only once. They want you to perform in each semester. So please keep this in mind. Please give importance to every semester. But unfortunately, if you're in your third year and your last year or your last semester or your semesters have not been very great, you can consider to go to colleges where you will be offered PG. Don't think colleges as a compromise in Canada because they're equally popular because they offer practical education. Saying this, it will give you a course which will make you employable also and it is less cost. Okay, so either ways colleges can also be a good option. And then universities offer you masters. They purely look at your aggregate. So hence Canadian universities are more difficult to get rather than US because firstly they are fewer than US and secondly they are very focused on your academic excellence. Okay, so the duration of the courses are a year and a half, 2 years and stuff. Visas, if you go for a 1 year program, you get a 1 year stay back option. If you go for a 2 year program, you get a 3 year, 5 year stay back option. Okay, 3 year. So this is how the work visa works. The permanent residency is possible. They are very welcoming. And if you're looking out to go for Canada, it is a very great destination for settling and getting a permanent residency. GRE is optional. IELTS is the exam that you have to take up. I'm going to cover GRE and IELTS in my next session, in my next PowerPoint. Tuition fees here is 20% less than US. So this can also be a deciding factor where you should go. Okay. So tuition fees is 8 to 10 lakh rupees per year and living cost is 5 lakh rupees per year. So comparative to US, 20% your cost is lesser. Okay. So this is how you can look out to go for Canada. Now let's come to the third destination which you can consider, and that's Australia. So Australia again is a land to consider if you are looking out to shine and rise. It's a land which again offers you permanent residency. It's a land which welcomes students and want new students and skillful people, and technology again falls under the skill list. So all of you who are listening me and mentioned I'm from CS, I'm from technology, you are more than welcome because maximum jobs in any country, may it be Australia, Canada, US, even Ireland, Europe, UK, are there in technology area. Hence, you should consider going into technology courses only. If in case you think I don't want to go for a technical program, it's okay, but go in technology domain. Courses like technology management, go for MIS, go for business analytics, which are not coding but basically handling technology. So this way you can be more employable and you can have more job opportunities. Okay, so the intake is February, July and November. The deadlines are again 6 to 8 months prior. The duration of the courses that you have to study in Australia is for 2 years. With 2 years, you get a 2 years stay back option. PR very much possible, achievable. Again, here they look at only IELTS, so they require aggregate, all semesters taken in account. Tuition fees here again is similar to US, so 14 to 15 lakh rupees per year. The living cost would be around 5 to 6 lakh rupees per year, and the source of income is part-time. Let me emphasize here a little more on part-time jobs because Australia is the highest payer when it comes to part-time jobs. You can typically look or ask any student who is in Australia. Firstly, you're allowed to start working part-time the day you land, 20 hours per week, and they pay you the highest among all the destinations. They pay you around $18 to $25 per hour, making your living costs completely taken care by you as a student. And hence, it's an opportunity in itself. So the only cost which comes to your parents is typically your tuition cost. A very worthy destination to consider. There's a myth about it being racist. It is not, completely not. Believe in what students, and believe in students who are there. Also, we have been sending students since 10 years now, and that's possibly not a criteria at all. So please bust that myth, and if anyone tells you that, it is not true. Okay, so Australia is a great destination again. Now coming to the last destination among all the others which are there, but I'm going to cover 4 destinations today, and Germany. Have you guys heard about Germany and why is it so attractive? Can anybody just let me know? Can you use the chat function to be alive and to be talking and mentioning? Have you heard about Germany as a very good popular study destination? If yes, you can just let me a yes. Yes, free education. Perfect, perfect, Ishan. Yes, you're right. So there are a lot of other questions. If you have questions, guys, keep pouring in. I will be taking them at the end. But yes, Ishan, yes, Shitarth, yes, Vidhi, yes, Germany is known for free education. Sounds like there is something hidden. No, it is not. Okay. So Germany is known as a land of quality. Germany is known for, we all aspire to be like Germans, because whatever they bring in market, may it be German cars, may it be German products, electronic items, SAP like company technology, they're so sturdy, they're so qualitatively that they're known for their work. Now, why is Germany offering free education? We have always been taught, right, there is no free lunches, right? So typically they are not doing it out of charity. They're doing this because they need skillful people in the country. Please hear me right. They require skillful people. That means you have to make your profile very attractive. How do I make it attractive? Good aggregate. All semesters you need to have very good aggregate. Second, you need to have a good profile. How to do that, I'm going to cover in my PBM session, which is next, because it's required for everybody, I would say. Okay, then they require your IELTS and your GRE if taken very strongly. And if possible, you can also start with German language. Okay, so these are all the ways how you can get into Germany. They require skillful people because their population is aging. Saying that, they are really, really looking out for skillful people across the globe. So even an American is trying for a German university masters, because for such a good quality, they are giving it free. Even Americans cannot get a free education. Saying this, it's a wonderful opportunity. So whoever said that studying abroad is only for people who have money, that's not true. It's available for everybody. You did not pay attention and you shut your doors towards studying abroad. So Germany offers 2 intakes, October and March. The deadlines are 4 to 5 months prior. Again, consider it as 1 year prior only. Okay. Duration of the courses are 2 years, and you get a stay back option of 1.5 years. Sorry, this is being changed. Permanent residency difficult, but don't worry, they offer you EU blue card, which allows you to be in the country as long as you're working. So definitely a very stable country. IELTS or TOEFL is required, GRE is optional. And guys who are there in first year, second year, please start with your German language, because this is what will come to use. For students who have not started and final year, don't worry, German language is not compulsory when I'm applying for courses. When I'm applying for masters, I'm applying for English programs, and German language is not compulsory. But if I have time in hand, I have to use it, because then I'm making my profile more competitive. Okay. So this is how you do it. There are no tuition fees, guys. Seriously, there are no tuition fees when it comes to technology programs. There could be some, but they are still very, very less as a tuition fee. Okay. Again, you're allowed to work part-time, so your living cost, which is 5 to 6 lakh rupees, you can remove on your own. So this is how Germany can be so attractive for all the students out there, and there are really, really good programs to try and for. So I hope this is useful. So US, a land of opportunity, definitely a worthy opportunity to consider. Canada gives you PR, a sister country to US, very stable, very good enough. Australia, again, which gives you permanent residency, and Germany, which offers you free education with such good quality education out there. So definitely, if studying abroad is in your mind, guys, keep this in thing that you have immense opportunities to crack. Okay. I do not mean by saying this that you do not have opportunities here in India. I no way demean Indian education, but we all need to get out of our comfort zone. This is our comfort zone. Being in India is our comfort zone, because we have not seen outside world. We have not seen a classroom which is filled with a Korean, a Chinese, an American, and all of these things. That's exactly which pulls us out of our comfort zone. We don't know what to speak, so we learn what to speak. We learn new culture, new food, new strategies, new way of living, and that's what is needed, because that gives us confidence. We have new problems. We don't have a support system there, like our parents, our friends, and all of them, and that's why it brings us so much confidence when we handle ourselves for 1 year and 2 year there. We require problem solving skills. We need to get out of our comfort zone, because that's exactly where we find ourselves. If you want to find yourself, studying abroad is a wonderful opportunity to cater and take a great opportunity, sorry, to make a great person out of yourself. That's what I would motivate all of you to do. So going abroad, if is a yes, and you really want to try that, and you really want to explore, there's a huge amount of work to be done. Okay. Saying this, the application procedure involves 3 steps. First, you need to take up your entrance test. Okay. So either GRE or IELTS or TOEFL. I'm going to talk about it. Then we have to shortlist your universities according to your academic profile in your bachelor's, your entrance test scores, and your interested course. According to that, we help Education State helps you to shortlist your programs. Okay. So we do that. And then comes this application material, which is quite a big list, which I'm going to just share with you guys. Okay. So first, let's talk about GRE. Have you guys heard about GRE? Can you give me a yes, no? You all have already started preparing it. How is it? Is GRE known to you? So have you guys heard about GRE? No. Okay. Malhar, you have not heard. Good. I'm going to talk about it. Ishan, yes. Wonderful. Okay. All right. Okay. So guys, GRE is a test conducted by ETS, which is an American body, and this test is about 4 hours long. I've written Mumbai Center, but sorry, it's across the states of India. So even if you're in Gujarat, there are ample of centers in Gujarat as well. Okay, so it's a 4 hour test. Okay, it costs you around 15 to 16,000 rupees. Okay, it's conducted every month Okay, the test registration is on ets.org. This is a test which is out of 340, and the validity of this test is for 5 years. Now let me tell you what this test consists of. This test will test you for analytical writing, which is an essay, English, which is verbal reasoning, and maths, which is quantitative reasoning. Okay, so normally engineering students and IT students are good with maths. However, English is something which they struggle. GRE takes typically 3 to 4 months of preparation minimum. So that's why I recommend students from second year to start preparing for it. We need to prepare once and the best, okay? Because we don't want to keep giving it. However, for students who have doubts, yes, you can retake this test if you have a very low score. A score about 310 to 315 plus is what you should target, and it requires good amount of practice and preparation. And Education Street, I have two wonderful tutors which give you maths and English separately, and we have a very focused tutoring platform. Here we do not take students more than 5 in one class, so we have several timings and we have several batches. What we can offer is you can go in a buddy batch also. You can come like 2 friends, 3 friends, and we can form a buddy batch also for you. If you guys want, we are more than welcome to conduct a demo for you guys. Okay, so this is also possible, but GRE is a must if you're considering to go to US. Canada, it is optional. Australia, it is optional. Germany, there are some universities which are started to ask for GRE, but US, it is compulsory. Okay, so this is how GRE comes in picture, and definitely a great opportunity to start with GRE when you're in second year. Okay, so this is how you should consider GRE, and it is a aptitude test. It requires good preparation, guys. It's not impossible. It's not very difficult. I think you must have done much more difficult things than this. So go for it and achieve the best out of 340. Now comes this TOEFL. There are two bodies, TOEFL and IELTS. TOEFL is an American body and IELTS is an British body. So TOEFL is an exam which helps you to, you know, test you for English, same as IELTS. However, they are different bodies, but the test concept is similar. Both of them test you for English. It's again a 4-hour test, cost you around 15 to 16,000. It's TOEFL is out of 120, and this test is valid only for 2 years. TOEFL or IELTS is what you have to achieve, okay? And their validity is only for 2 years, so you cannot take it until we start the process. So we let you know when you should take up your TOEFL and IELTS. This test tests you for reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. It's not an aptitude test. That means it is not very difficult. It's a test where they want to understand that you're coming to an English speaking country, so whether you can speak, write, and listen in English or not. That's the purpose. But yes, it requires good 3 to 4 weeks preparation. And we have coaching for the same at Education Street. Wherever you are, we have an online portal, and this is not where we provide you recorded session. We have live tutoring which we do with you. Okay, then coming the next step of your application material, as I said, we require transcripts from your engineering school. We require to write an SOP, which is statement of purpose, an essay about you, what you have done, what you have done, what you have achieved, why you want to do this masters, X, Y, Z. Okay, so this is what we need to write in an essay. We have editors which help you to write that. Same goes with letter of recommendation. Okay, then comes a CV, degree certificate if provided, otherwise it's okay, because typically your final year result is not even out when we are applying. So degree certificate may or may not be there. Okay, extracurricular and financial documents. Okay, so this is how the entire application material goes in, and Education Street helps you at all these stages till your visa. So this is how our entire country counseling goes in picture. Now this is just a timeline for students who want to get focused, who have got inspired. So as there are different people from different years, First year students, please start and working on your profile. Each semester is important for you to do something with your profile apart from your academics. How to do that, I'm just going to talk in my next slide. Second year students, start with your GRE, take some internships, learn German language and profile building again. Third year students, if you have not taken up your GRE, please take your GRE. You have to take your TOEFL. If you can, publish a paper, do a project, and profile building again is very important. Fourth year, we don't have time. We have to apply because, as I said, fourth year is a time when we have to apply and we have to start the admission procedure. So this is how the general timelines can go in for all the different kind of students who are there. Okay. Okay. Now, how do you fund your education? So as I said, typically if you're targeting to go to US or Australia or Canada, there's an expenditure of 30 to 50 lakhs which will range. Now, firstly, of course, you have to speak to your parents because they are your first source and they are going to be your main sponsors. Second, HDFC Credila, who's organized this webinar, they are the great solution to support you and guide you for getting an educational loan, and they provide you 100% loan without any collateral if your profile matches to the requirement. So saying this, educational loan is very, very important and very supportive for students who are going out abroad. Scholarships is given only to the best and deserved, but we help you. Education Street helps you for that as well. And then part-time job, as I said, every student is allowed to work part-time while he or she is going abroad, and that is why it is a very important step to work hard when you're going there. So if you are ready to get out of your comfort zone, if you really want to achieve something big, explore yourself and really be rewarding at the same time, studying abroad is a wonderful opportunity awaiting you. Think over it, take actions, and start your process. We will definitely support you. Now coming to PBM, because as I mentioned in the timeline also, it is necessary you started from your first year of your engineering. If you are already in second, don't worry, but you need to start as soon as possible, whether you are in second or third or wherever. So this is one thing which I say to all the students: either you rise up or you risk it all. There's very good thing which we all know and we understand is procrastinate. I can sit by, wait for all my subjects to get over, get my academic degree, and still after that struggle with a good to get a good job or get a good admission because I have not done anything extra in this today's competitive world. Our parents have told us several times, our teachers have also told us several times, but what we all do is procrastinate because this is what we feel comfortable at. As I said, we are all in a bubble of our comfort. The moment we want to do something, we have to venture out of your bubble, and that is why it stops us. Please break that. Please break that habit. For that habit to break, hire a mentor, and that's exactly what Education Street is offering you. PBM is an intensive and customized mentoring program designed to provide you with the skills and advantages you need to find a good job or university admission after your bachelor's. So all the students who are studying now, after bachelor's, you have two options. Either you go for your master's or either you go for a job. Both the cases, apart from your engineering, you need to tell them what you have done more, and that's exactly what it means to build yourself, build your fort, build your profile. Okay, so this is what we offer. The service name itself is called as PBM, which is profile building mentoring. It allows you to exposure to skills, roadmap of time, picking technical learnings, choosing a right course and certificate, industry trends, internship guide, entrepreneurship club, and resume building. This is what we offer in PBM. Let me give you an example of this. So if you are from a computer science background, I can do a lot more. I can do a Python language. I can do a business analytic program from Coursera. I can also go for a certification on networking as I'm interested, or AI. I can also go for an internship wherein I can go for volunteering experience. I can go for a social cause. I can work in a startup company. I can find a scholarship, an internship for me. I can also do, some something which I can start on my own. I can register myself on HackerRank website to understand and do some freelancing projects. There are so many things. We know it, but we don't want to do it because it requires efforts. I can publish a paper, I can make a project. How to publish a paper? Just recently, just go on my Instagram channel at Education Street, and I just made a reel on that. That how can you go about publishing a paper when you are studying engineering? We know IEEE, IGST, Springer, there are so many bodies which are promoting this, but we are not paying attention because we don't want to, you know, come out of. We don't want to put that effort, but that is required. The world is way too competitive. And the good part is you're in technology area. Technology is an area which is going to be the future, is the current powerful thing, and it is going to be more powerful. As we have seen, because of COVID, everything that is functioning is because of technology. Today I'm talking to you is because of technology. That's exactly what is required. So you guys are going to be the future. You guys are going to be the most sought of after, most looked up to people, because you are going to innovate, invent, and create things with technology. Hence it is required that you are aware of so many things. There's wearable technology, blockchain technology, supply chain management, if you want to go in for. There are so many things, robotics, that you can explore while you're doing your Dhirubhai Ambani course. Okay, so this is why it is very, very important, and that's what we offer in PBM. So who is PBM? It's for all of you who's attended the webinar. It's for people who are third year also, second year also, first year also. You can start wherever you are. So this is what we offer to all our students. It's a power pack with skills. It's identification of what bachelor's you want to do after bachelor's. It makes you job relevant. It's admission proof and high on confidence. So after PBM, you will be either very powerfully ready with your resume, which will give you a good job, or you will apply for an admission and you'll get a good admission with scholarship because you have added skills to your profile. Okay, so this is how PBM works. We have priced it to a very, very simple level. It's 12,000 plus GST for PBM any time of bachelor's. So the more earlier you start, the more time you have with us. It is, how does it work? I'm just going to talk it later. So it's charged at 12,000 plus GST only. Okay, so PBM works in this algorithm. Primary profile counseling. So I conduct a 1 hour session, say with Kush. I'm just going to talk to him about what it is, what he does, what is his communication skills, what he likes, what are the areas he want to explore. After that, I come with a roadmap for next 3 months. This is the list of skills, certification, internships, papers, or whatever he can start doing in. After every three months, we keep building. So there's a checkpoint that something is happening and you're actually doing those things. So every 3 months we keep interacting, every 3 months we keep changing, and this brings you more closer to the job you want, the more closer to the career path that you want. And this is how it works. It works marvelously if you take it seriously. Okay, because we are damn serious about this, and we have seen results from engineering and any bachelor students that they have come out with a very strong profile. Okay, so this is how PBM works with us. So typically, as I said, we have varied services to offer you. We have counseling, we have coaching, and we have visa. We offer clean counseling. So students who want free counseling, students who want any university and stuff, don't come to us. We are not those counselors which will give you wherein there are some types of the universities and just paste it to you. We don't work that way. We are very qualitative counselors. We want quality students who want to apply and make something out of their profile. So if you're looking out to go to a good university, of course everybody do not have the necessary profile, but we will work behind it. We'll try our best. We provide case by case services, and we have very good results which we have already always proved. So we have services like complete counseling package country. We have PBM, which I just mentioned to you all. We have coaching for GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, and GMAT, and we have very good teachers. If you want demo, we are ready. Please get in touch with us and we will give you the demo. Please, as the session is getting over, you can start pouring in your questions, because I'm going to answer questions after my session. We provide you university shortlisting, we provide SOP, LOR writing schemes, we have editors, and we provide you visa counseling. It could be any country that you're looking out for: UK, France, Netherlands, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Ireland, Canada, Singapore, Malaysia. We have expertise for most of the destinations which we, send students for. And it's been 10 years that we have been supporting students in the same level. Okay. So this is what we do. Just a minute. Sorry. Yeah. So this was for today's session. I hope it was useful. My email ID is ankita@educationstreet.in. As I had promised, I'll keep it short, crisp, and I finished it in 45 minutes because I know it makes you all very impatient to go longer. So this is our website, www.educationstreet.in. All our social media handles has lot of information which I keep pouring in each day on my own and my team, which is at Education Street. We are Mumbai based, but do not worry because everything goes online nowadays. Even if you would have been in Mumbai, I would have done it online. So please get in touch. Please like us and follow us on Education Street. And if you have any questions, please use the chat function or the question function for me to, get your questions and answer, so I can answer you. And I hope the session was useful. If you have any feedback, please let me know, and I would definitely like to, improvise and answer the same.